The British royal family, often perceived as an institution of tradition, stability, and untouchable grace, is facing a storm unlike any other. The focus of this growing crisis? King Charles and Queen Camilla, the royal couple whose tumultuous journey together has been a source of public fascination and controversy for decades. Their marriage, once heralded as a symbol of overcoming scandal and turmoil, has become increasingly strained under the weight of the monarchy's evolving future. In recent months, reports have surfaced suggesting that King Charles's decisions, both personal and professional, are having a profound and damaging effect on his relationship with Camilla. While it's well known that King Charles and Queen Camilla have faced many challenges, particularly due to their unconventional romance and Camilla's previous marriage to Andrew Parker Bowles, the current state of their relationship suggests deeper fractures than previously thought. It seems that King Charles, in his quest to modernize the monarchy and solidify his reign, has made several ruthless moves that have left his queen consort both blindsided and heartbroken. These decisions not only affect their marriage but may have dire implications for the future of the British royal family. Is the future of the monarchy at risk because of these growing tensions? Or is this just another chapter in the royal drama that will pass with time? Let's take a closer look at some of the most shocking instances where King Charles's actions have reportedly shocked Queen Camilla and exposed the delicate cracks in their relationship. When Queen Camilla became consort, there was widespread speculation about how her family, particularly her children from her first marriage, would be integrated into the royal fold. Camilla, after all, was not just marrying a king, but stepping into an entirely new and public life, one that would require a careful balance between her personal ties and her duties to the crown. But despite the public promises of unity and inclusion, King Charles reportedly shut down any notion of bestowing royal titles upon Camilla's children, Tom and Laura Parker Bowles. This decision came as a shock to Queen Camilla, who had hoped that her family would be acknowledged and respected as part of her new life in the royal family. The situation was made all the more poignant when Camilla's children, who had supported her through the darkest days of public scorn, were left without the privileges and recognition that came with royal titles. King Charles's decision sent a message that Camilla's bloodline was not as important as the royal bloodline. For Queen Camilla, this exclusion was not just about titles, it was about her identity within the royal family and the recognition of the people closest to her. From the moment King Charles ascended to the throne, expectations were high. He had been the longest-serving heir apparent in British history, waiting for decades to take the crown. But while he had prepared for his reign in a multitude of ways, many of those closest to him now say that his ascension to the throne has brought out a side of him that's far more controlling than anyone could have predicted. Queen Camilla, whose role as queen consort was always expected to be a supportive one, now finds herself sidelined by her husband's increasingly unilateral decision-making. It's no longer just about the royal duties they share, it's about how those duties are structured, and who has the final say. Reports indicate that King Charles has been making critical decisions about the monarchy's future without consulting Camilla, sidelining her on issues that directly affect her. For Camilla, this must feel like a betrayal. After years of public and private support for Charles, she now finds herself questioning her place in the royal family. This deepening rift between them reveals a profound shift in their dynamic, as the promises of partnership and mutual respect are beginning to dissolve. It is becoming apparent that King Charles's priorities may be shifting toward his own vision of a modernized monarchy, one that might not include Queen Camilla as an equal partner in every sense of the word. For anyone who has watched King Charles and Queen Camilla navigate their royal duties, one thing has always been clear: they share a certain bond of understanding. Their public appearances have often been marked by moments of tenderness and unity. But recent events have shattered that image of harmony. In a highly publicized moment during a state function, King Charles was seen snapping at Queen Camilla in front of cameras. The incident, though fleeting, sent shockwaves through royal observers. Body language experts and royal commentators quickly began analyzing the tension between the two, noting the visible signs of frustration on Charles's face. His tone was sharp, his posture defensive, and the way he addressed Camilla in that moment, short, curt, and dismissive, was unlike anything seen before. What made this particular instance so alarming was not just the fact that it happened, but that it happened in front of the world. The royal family has long been a symbol of stoic grace, and any sign of discord is scrutinized intensely by both the media and the public. This rare moment of tension raised questions about the stability of their relationship and whether such private disagreements were beginning to spill over into the public domain. For Queen Camilla, this public humiliation must have been particularly painful. Throughout their years together, she had worked hard to craft an image of a supportive and dignified consort, only to have that very image shattered in an instant. This was not just a momentary lapse, it was a potential glimpse into a much deeper crisis in their marriage. As King Charles seeks to define his reign, one of his most controversial decisions has been his exclusion of Queen Camilla from some of the most critical decisions regarding the monarchy's future. As Queen Consort, Camilla was expected to be a close advisor, someone whose opinion would be valued on matters of state, family dynamics, and public perception. However, recent reports suggest that Camilla has found herself left out of discussions about the future direction of the monarchy. Decisions about royal tours, charity engagements, and even which royal family members would take on public duties have been made without her input. For Camilla, this has been a painful realization that her role, once thought to be influential, is rapidly shrinking. Despite her decades-long support of Charles's public and private life, Queen Camilla now finds herself in the uncomfortable position of being sidelined. She has no say in the very institution to which she is married, and her influence seems to be diminishing by the day. This exclusion is not just a blow to her ego, it's a direct challenge to her role as the Queen Consort, and it raises serious questions about her future in the royal family. Amidst the political and public challenges, Queen Camilla is also facing the emotional toll of her position. As Queen Consort, Camilla is expected to maintain a calm and composed demeanor at all times, despite the enormous pressure and scrutiny she faces. But beneath that facade, sources close to the Queen Consort say that she is struggling with the weight of the crown and, more specifically, with the lack of emotional support from her husband. Over the years, King Charles has been described as emotionally distant and consumed by his own vision of the monarchy. The emotional void in their relationship is becoming more apparent as Camilla grapples with the complexities of her new role. There is a growing sense that Queen Camilla, despite being married to the king, is fighting her own battles in silence, battles that include loneliness, isolation, and the overwhelming pressure to live up to expectations that were never truly hers to carry.